Hello and welcome. My name is Robin and you're watching a Robin Reads, where I read a lot of different books that you probably have never heard of. So today is going to be the start of a thing that I'm going to do this month, and that is like vlogging my wrap up. So what I'm going to do is do a little clip for every book that I finish. And it's actually the 2nd of July today, and I actually read a whole book yesterday, so that's why I want to update you on it. And that book is George by Alex Gino. So this one, as I said, I finished in one day, and I listened to the audiobook. And this book is about George, and George feels like a girl, but everyone doesn't see her that way. And yeah, she navigates middle school, I think. And basically, what she's going to do is try out for this play, and she's going to try out for a girl's role. So yeah, that's basically the premise of the story. I won't say anything else because it's a very short book. That's also the only complaint that I had. Like, it was just pretty short. And yeah, I just really loved this story. I loved the writing again, as was with Rick that I read, I think, last month. And yeah, just really loved it. And the thing I was a little bit hesitant about going into this book is that it is called George, and George is also called George the whole time, almost throughout the whole book. And first I was a little bit iffy about that, but I understand why the author made that choice, because this is reality for transgender people, that people keep calling them their birth name, but they don't want that. And therefore you really feel uncomfortable while reading that book, because you're like, why do people keep calling her Joyce the whole time? And basically it narrates through George, and therefore also that's still calling her George. But I think the uncomfortable part is very important, because that is how a transgender person feels as well. So yeah, I thought it was a good book in that sense. And yeah, I just really loved it. I think Alex Gino is a very great author, and I will definitely read more by them. I have like one that I know of left, so I'm going to read that soon as well. But yeah, that is my thoughts on George by Alex Gino. One book down, we shall see how it goes. But yeah, I will talk to you later when I have finished something else. Hello again, so update on what I have been reading. Just let's do it. First up, I finished Hamnet by Maggie O'Farrell, but I did a whole reading vlog for it, so please go check that out up there. Then next book I read was Omari and the Night Brothers by B.B. Elson. This is the first book in the Supernatural Investigations series. So this book I listened to the audiobook, and I read it for a buddy read. I didn't really super like the narrator for the audiobook, unfortunately, but I did really like the story. So Omari and the Night Brothers is about Omari and her brother goes missing, and one day she gets this suitcase which was sent to her by her brother, and with this suitcase she gets in this sort of school for supernatural investigations. And from there on she is in this school and needs to compete in like trials sort of, and to get into that school and to learn more about her brother's disappearance. I really just enjoyed this book. Like it was a little bit the same as the series I'm not going to mention, and also like Morgan Crow and stuff. But I think this book really made a twist on that with more like supernatural creatures, or like just different creatures, and just a little bit more of a twist. And of course it's diverse, so that was also just really nice. So yeah, I really enjoyed this book. I gave it 4 stars. Then the next book I read was Long Way Down by Jason Reynolds. I read this one in like an hour because this is a poetry collection. It went by very quickly, and I listened to the audiobook as well, which was narrated by the author, and I highly recommend. So Long Way Down is about this boy and his brother, I think, is killed, and he wants to take revenge. So he goes to this person he thinks his brother killed, and going up in the elevator to that person, or down, I'm not sure, I think up, he meets these people who talk to him, sort of. So I really loved this book. It was like super amazing, super just, it really impacted me. Yeah, I just loved it a lot. Can't really say anything else, but it just was very, very good. Gave it 5 stars. Then next up I read Born a Crime by Trevor Noah. So this one I read actually in 2 days because it needed to get back to the library, and I was like, I'm just gonna read it. So Born a Crime is the autobiography of Trevor Noah, and it is about his childhood and him growing up in South Africa, which was super, super, super interesting. I didn't know anything really about South Africa, a little bit because I'm Dutch, and yeah, we weren't very nice there, which is yeah, sort of, yeah, small to say or something. I don't know how to say it, but and yeah, I would just love this book a lot. I loved how he wrote it. Just it was just very interesting to read. So I gave it 4.5 stars. And then the last book I read and finished was A Song of Wraiths and Ruin by Roseanne A. Brown. This is the first book in the A Song of Wraiths and Ruin series. So this one is about, yeah, we have 2 main characters. First one is Karina, who is the princess, and unfortunately her mother gets killed, and then she is all of a sudden a queen, but she really isn't fit to be a queen because she is very rebellious and stuff like that. So she needs to get a heart from a king to resurrect her mother, basically. And then we also follow Malik, who his little sister gets kidnapped by this like god-like being. So he needs to save her, and the challenge that he gets from this god is to kill the princess, Karina. So you have these 2 people sort of competing against each other. I loved this. It was amazing. The representation was amazing. I can't really say if it was good, of course, but I just loved it. Very diverse. Just the world building was very cool. The story was very interesting, fast paced. A lot was happening, and I just basically loved it a lot. And I gave it 5 stars, and I'm super excited to read the rest of the series. So those were all the books that I read the last couple of days, basically. This is always what happens with me. It's the 19th of July. And I haven't read a lot of books yet, but basically Omari I finished on Thursday, I think, and then Long Way Down on Thursday, Born a Crime Saturday, and The Song of Wraiths and Ruin Saturday. So that's why I didn't really update you earlier. But yeah, those are all the books that I read recently, and I'm gonna wrap up this vlog for now because it's pretty long already, and content. So let me know down below what you have been reading, if you have read any of these books, and if you liked them, didn't like them. And yeah, I really hope you liked this video, so please give it a thumbs up, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you later.